Hey everyone, I hope that you had a wonderful weekend and you're having a good day so far. So, we're here to do the general reading of the day. I just want to remind everybody, if it doesn't resonate with you, don't continue watching it, don't try and make it fit. I've decided to do one every day until the end of the month and we'll see how it goes from there. But, not everyone is going to find that particular reading for that day applicable to them, but maybe the Tuesday reading or the Wednesday reading is meant for you. So I'll try and cover everything. I'll try and be general about it and use different decks and that kind of thing to make it interesting, keep it interesting. But like I say, not every message is going to be for you every day. Take what resonates with you and apply it, and if it doesn't, just know it's obviously meant for someone else and it's important that they have that message that day. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to ask, what energies do we need to be aware of and embody at the moment to make the best of this period that we're going through? Alright, what energy do we need to be aware of or embody right now? Wow, they really want to just pop out at me today. Okay, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this makes perfect sense. Okay. I'm going to see if there's one more. Maybe 2 more. Can we have 2 more, please? Okay, I see some repetitive cards here from other readings we've done, especially the full moon reading that I did. One last one, please. Thank you. Okay. Wow. Alright, so the first card that we have coming up here is Ancestors. Generations. We've been talking about this for a little while now, this Lionsgate portal that's coming up that can clear past negative karma as well as ancestral karma. A quick rundown on that is that certain things like health, ailments, mindsets, belief systems all come through down through generations. Even lack mindsets like the fact that saying things like our family's always been poor, money doesn't grow on trees, and all of these things that get repetitively instilled in us until we actually believe them, because you will believe anything that is repetitively instilled in you. Even when it comes to abuse, if you get told how ugly and stupid you are all day and it literally gets beaten into you, you start becoming that and believing it. So this is about breaking generational habits. It's also about being very aware of the fact that the veil is quite thin right now. So we might have like visitation dreams or some kind of indication that our ancestors are around us at the moment. They're here to, contact, offer comfort, sometimes fetch other loved ones, which is prevalent right now for certain clients of mine, I know. So be aware that they're around, be aware that you can draw on the energy and get them to help you. They've learned their lessons. They know if they've instilled something that is maybe harmful, and they are now in a position to help you and point that out and say, please, can you assist in the things that I did because I didn't realize at the time. We grew up in different times, and sometimes our ancestors, they didn't know about these things. They didn't know that you could shift it. They didn't realize the damage they were doing because that's what they were taught. And if you think about it very plainly, if your mommy taught you something, then you blindly accepted it. And maybe she taught you something that she'd been taught that was not, it's no longer applicable in this day and age. So it is done innocently and still with love, sometimes not so much, depending on your family situation. But we need to just be aware of this and be aware that we can change things for generations going forward as well, and that past generations can help us with this. Okay, and this is something we're going through very much at the moment. Unfoldment, the lotus flower. I always love the story of the lotus flower. The lotus flower grows out of the mud at the bottom of the lake or the pond or wherever it's growing, okay? And it's got to really fight with this long route to get to the light. And once it gets to the light and it overcomes this adversity that it has to go through, it gets to the top and it blossoms into the most beautiful flower that we all know is very representative of all the beautiful things: spirituality, growth, enlightenment, being one with yourself, connecting to the source, all of these beautiful things that the lotus flower is associated with, your energy centers. But it has to come out of the mud. It comes from um from living in the Bronx to actually moving to the upper parts and the nicer areas, kind of thing. So it's about this growth, this triumph through adversity. And we need to realize that that's what we're going through now, and this is our unfoldment. We need to let go of things from the past, not beat ourselves up about it, just focus on where we're going and what we want to achieve and what we want to be. That is the focus of the lotus when it's coming through the mud at the bottom. All right, instinct. This is very simple. I spoke about this the other night as well. You need to follow your instincts. You need to get in touch with your intuition. It knows you, like I always say, your gut knows a lot more than your brain does. Follow your instincts, and sometimes this means that you're going to walk a lonely path like this wolf that's on his own, okay? But sometimes that path is necessary, and it's a path of a journey of the self. It's not a popularity contest. It's not for you to please others or gain their approval. You know what you need to do for yourself. You need to be strong. You need to be very cognizant of what's going on around you like the wolf does, and you need to follow your instinct because it will never lead you astray. Activation. This is getting going with things that you need to get going with, that you've been putting off, that you know you need to do, whether it's exercise, a project, whatever. Don't let yourself be ruled by fear of, I don't know if it's going to work out, I'm afraid of failing, all of that kind of thing. Get up and start doing it, all right? This is winds of change, and you are the one who can effect this change. We had this the other night as well, the wake up call. This was from the full moon. Since the full moon, we have had this tsunami happening. It can be emotionally, it can be, like I said, losing loved ones, having energy shifts around, not feeling so great, shifts in our personal and private relationships, as well as maybe business, or leaving a job to go to another job. But there's been, like, this is about the world shaking events that really just turn your world upside down, but it's for the better, and it's a wake up call. Hey, you have needed to pay attention to this. The universe is saying to you for a long time, and you've been putting it off, or we've been telling you and you haven't done it, so we are going to give you that little kick up the pants. Okay, you're getting a wake up call that has been affected since the new moon. We need to also remember that this eclipse energy that we've had continues until the end of the year. So we will see these changes happening, but they're all for the positive, even though they may not seem like that at the offset. And you may think, what on earth is happening to me? I can't do this. This is too hectic. There is a method in the madness, okay? And the universe knows what's best for you. This is breaking old patterns, getting you moving into different mindsets, bringing abundance into your life in all shapes or forms, things that are long overdue. And you need to just see it for what it is. It's a wake up call. Okay, and finally, power. This is a continuation of wake up call as far as I'm concerned. It's acknowledging and also admiring the power that you're being presented with right now, the power within yourself as well to effect change in your life and to move forward, to change your mindsets, to change this family karma, all of this kind of stuff, that you hold that power and that it's safe to be powerful. Because if you are powerful and you are powerful with integrity, you can affect the lives of others in a positive way as well. You can change your life, you can change the lives of people around you, and you can do a lot of good. Okay, don't be afraid to be powerful. As long as you use it in the right way with integrity, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, guys, I've got to go. We're running out of time. I wish you a beautiful week ahead. If you want to book a private reading with me, you know the links in my bio, or if you want to chat to me about anything. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.